Oh, CJDV said we're muted. Okay, so here we go again. How's everyone doing, guys? We're doing a Tokyo session live, which is not normally scheduled for today. So I know a lot of people are going to be confused. Tuesday is normally London session, but I did not. There's still no sound. Fuck. Okay. Okay, so like I was saying, guys, we normally are not doing a Tokyo session live Tuesday, but I was not feeling good this morning. I was feeling very, very sick, and I looked at the market and I said, nothing is happening. So we're doing a Tokyo session live right now to make up for the New York live. But honestly, guys, we're not really missing out on anything. If there was a major move, I would have sucked it up and I just would have did the live. But I was not feeling good at all. So anyways, we've got Bitcoin in a little bit of a downtrend here. Not really doing too much of anything. You are oversold on your momentum indicator here, your 4-hour. Hit that like button, guys. I appreciate everybody for coming on the live. Here you can see is our downtrend. We did kind of break it, but we're kind of faking out. I did call a short on Bitcoin. Honestly, guys, all we're doing is just ranging. I've been saying this for a bit. We are in a bit of a downtrend here. We pumped up to 69,885. There's a possibility Bitcoin pushes up to 69.3. We have a head and shoulder right here that has been going sideways for a bit. So I think what I'm going to do tonight, guys, is I'm probably going to do a 2-hour live with you guys, and then I'm not going to do the London live. There's no point in doing 2 lives when the market isn't really doing anything. I'm not sure what we'll do. We'll see if Bitcoin breaks out. But I am going to short on Bitcoin at the moment. Do I like the short? I don't know. The short's not bad. It is pretty much in a downtrend, so you want to respect your downtrend. 5 minutes ranging, you're kind of ranging at the VRVP. Even last night after my live, we did drop a bit, but we're still holding that liquidity gap right here at about 67.8. And I think our stop loss on that short was 60, or that long was 67.7. And it didn't hit it. But all you can see is Bitcoin going sideways. So I am short until we break out the downtrend. There's no point in being in a long. We got a 3-point downtrend now. If we break out, we break out. There's a possibility we pump. There's a possibility we fly. Or we just range sideways again, right? But there's your 3-point downtrend. And based on what I'm seeing on this little head and shoulder here, it looks like we are going sideways to about 66.6 in that area, 66.6 to about 67K at the bottom of the channel. We can see we hit the bottom of the channel here. We hit the top. We bounced down to about 67.8. Slack, what is up? And then we came in, we hit the top again. Typically, for us to become bullish, we're going to have to hit the bottom. Is Bitcoin in a falling wedge? Yes, but we are in a bear market. So when you're looking at Bitcoin being bullish, And we could kind of see it yesterday. We broke out, guys, right? We broke out sideways, and now we're just going in a little bit of a downtrend. The reality is when you're in a bull market, you are bullish. Pennants, double bottoms, falling wedges will play out. When you are in a bear market, double tops, head and shoulders, bear pennants, bearish flags will play out, right? So now we go to our time frame right here. And you can kind of see that Bitcoin is just going sideways, but we're going sideways in a downtrend. So my short on the market is 69.1 or 69.2. I will not get on my short until we break the downtrend. Yes, there's the golden cross here, but you can see you've been running away from the golden cross, right? So you're running away from this golden cross, and you're kind of even running away from the VRVP range too. All right, guys, I appreciate everybody for joining the live tonight. You guys are awesome. Kevin, how you doing? CJ, DV, IXCO, tomorrow job reports. BTC should make some sort of move. Jan Fasil, how you doing? White, Argyle, how you doing? Jeff, appreciate you for being on the live. And so, guys, I know I'm kind of jogging everybody's brain with the live schedule a bit, but sometimes I will do a Tokyo live if I see fit. And obviously today I didn't want to leave anybody without a major session live to what the market is doing. So there's a possibility, guys, we pump to around 69.3, 69.4. Tim, how you doing, man? Hope you're doing all right. We are in a little bit of an uptrend here, but that uptrend is weak. Your 5 minutes moving up. Your 15's kind of just hanging out here. Like I said, it is very, very weak. And the 18-hour is completely just happened. The 18-hour is completely overbought. And the daily, there's still no fair value gap. So being that there is no fair value gap on the daily time frame, guys, that is not looking good. And there's kind of a tweezer reversal forming here on the 3-day time frame. But yeah, I'll share my trades so you guys could see what trade I'm in. I always share my trades. Now, if we go look at Bitcoin here, guys, on our liquidity gaps right here. The trend is your friend, guys. Respect the trend. It is your friend. Right? We kind of broke it right here, but we're faking out. So really, we're looking at this point, we're looking about 64-ish. But I would be playing the channel, which is whatever this bottom of the channel is. Yes, hit that like button, guys. I appreciate you guys for joining in on the live. I honestly didn't even trade today, guys. I just rested because I wasn't feeling good, but it looks like New York did nothing. New York doing nothing is a good thing. Well, there was a dump before New York, a little bit of drop, not even a drop. We'll see the 4-hour Bollinger Bands here and see if they're tightening. So there's more range. You can see the Bollinger Bands are just separated on the 4-hour. Okay, so we got XRP in this bullish pennant that it has been in, which if I look at this setup here on XRP, right? Bitcoin was independent too. We pumped and we broke the uptrend here. Now, because we are in a bear market, I'm not sure. XRP is oversold in the 4-hour time frame. But it doesn't matter. We already broke the uptrend here. So we can see we broke the uptrend. This might pump, possibility. We're rejecting the breakout right there. The 15 minutes overbought. I would say XRP rejects 142. Typically, if you see this on a trade or on any type of chart, guys, this is very, very, very bullish. Now, XRP could go against the market because we did bounce off of a higher low. But we are into the MACD on the 3-day time frame. So I can't say to long XRP. And here you can see there's key resistance right here. It may break out and fake out. I'm going to set an alert right here for short, just because I'm kind of following the market and following Bitcoin, essentially. So once we break this 5-minute, guys, we will drop. Again, I'm in a short already. But we do got a nice little short-term 5-minute 2-point trend. And then we're looking at a fairly big drop if we end up breaking that. So I'm curious to what everyone thinks the market is going to do. Do you guys think the market is going to drop, or do you guys think the market is going to pump? And Bitcoin's kind of giving it away a bit. But what do you guys really think we're going to do? Do you think we're bottomed? We broke out. We're going sideways. We broke the little uptrend. We're going down. We're oversold on the 4-hour, but we're rejecting the MACD breakout. We have 1 hour and 15 minutes left, guys, and we're looking for the cross on the MACD. If we get this cross on the MACD, there's a big drop coming. Now, in my thumbnail, you guys could see I put huge profits coming, okay? Because if this MACD drops, if we get the cross on the MACD and we drop, guys, there is going to be a big profitable trade setup. Here's the 200 SMA. Here's the candle. I like this live thumbnail we did. It is very in your face, but essentially you can see that we've been running away from the 200 SMA. Now I know it's in green, but my thing is, are we going to cross on the MACD on the 4-hour time frame? I do believe we are. So it looks like we are breaking the 5-minute here. Okay, so we're breaking the 5-minute. There you go. There's the short opportunity, right? So I'll tell you yesterday, guys, why I was bullish-ish. And I'm not talking about super bullish, just bullish-ish. Because we were in a ranging pennant. We were holding that support. But once we flip to a 3-point downtrend, you got to go with the 3-point downtrend. You cannot go with a breakout anymore, because the 3-point downtrend is like a brick wall. Essentially what a 3-point downtrend is the market saying you cannot push past or break this wall, continue on doing what you're doing, right? So we're up a decent chunk on this Bitcoin setup here. All right, guys, hit that like button. Just give me a moment. I'll be right back. Give me a moment, guys. Sorry, guys, had to change my leverage on my computer because I was only at low leverage, and I'm gonna not on this drop, obviously. There we go. I was on like 1x leverage, and I thought I was on higher leverage, so it is what it is. All right, so back to Bitcoin here and what we were doing. Josh, should we use a small amount, small leverage for shorts like this one you called? You don't necessarily have to use a small amount. I would use 10x. Don't make the mistake I did, though, and use 1x when the market is about to dump. But yeah, I would use 10x. Small amount on Bitcoin in a downtrend, I would use 10x for sure. That would have made me very upset if I looked at the chart and Bitcoin started dropping and I am in a 1x trade. That would have blew my gasket because I'm in a high trade right now on Bitcoin. But that would have driven that. If I would have been done the live, guys, and I would have been a 1x trade and Bitcoin would have dropped, I would have lost my mind. One X is basically spot for sure. Okay, so 1. And then here we got 1. Perfect. And here as well, we got, I'm talking about my funded accounts, by the way. And here we got 1 as well. Okay, perfect. Okay, good. We're rocking and rolling. I would have been very upset. Very upset. I seen that and I looked at it. I just ran out of the room. That is a huge, huge profit you can miss out on, right? So there is an inverse hand shoulder, guys, here. We might retrace a bit, but again, we did break this little 5-minute trend. So getting back to what we were doing here, you did break the 5-minute trend. And now it looks like you are going to roll over. So basically what I'm looking for on this candles, first, I'm looking for the MACD to cross on this 4-hour. If the MACD crosses on this 4-hour, guys, I will be very, very, very happy. You could kind of see the MACD crossed here on the 4-hour, but I don't trust that cross. Okay, you could kind of see it, but it's a cross, but it's not a down cross. It is a cross, and this is ultimately why we're dropping on Bitcoin. Remember what I said, guys, about that MACD, the direction, right? Is anybody shorting Bitcoin with me at the current moment? Angela, how you doing? Justin Verse, how you doing? Oh, that would have driven me crazy. My heart was pumping there for a moment. Dusty, how you doing? Nice seeing you on here, fam. I am crypto trading. How you doing, blue collar traders? Thank you guys for all coming on the live. Hit that like button, guys. Let me know if you're making money in the Beast Limitless community. There's that drop. So if we're waiting for that 4-hour time frame, guys, we should drop. Let's go back to XRP. Yeah, so we are rejecting on that 15-minute, right? So you can see the pennant right here. There is a possible short on XRP if you guys want. Possible short right here at the break. So here's a missed, well, not a missed opportunity, but here's a trade you guys could essentially take on XRP if you're looking for a trade that is probably going to drop pretty heavy here. Well, essentially, you're looking at this break of the pennant. And then you're looking at Bitcoin coming down and breaking this kind of higher low rate, or not Bitcoin, XRP. You're looking at XRP breaking this higher low, right? So I'm going to set an alert right here at about 137. There we go. Bitcoin's coming down. So we broke that. We broke that little 5-minute. And now we are looking at Bitcoin coming down to around at least 67.8 would be our next target. But I do believe Bitcoin's probably going to hit 67.2 and complete this head and shoulder, right? Let's take a look at Ethereum, guys. Ethereum broke and we had that double top. Is it too late to enter the Bitcoin short? No, I re-entered at pretty high leverage. At this area right here, I entered originally at 69.2, but I was on 1x leverage. So I re-entered here at pretty high leverage. Not high leverage, sorry, but higher than what I was at, 10x. Well, in this case, it's actually higher than 10x, but I'm essentially using a lot size on my funded account of 1. So if Bitcoin even moves $50, I'm already up or down $150. And the reason I'm trading like that right now is because I'm respecting the downtrend. And I'm looking to get more accounts funded. So Ethereum, I bet people are going to see my thumbnail and they're going to be like, wow, we're going to go up. No, just because I put green. Green means money, right? Ethereum already crossed on the 4-hour. You're almost overbought in the 1-hour time frame, guys. Wow, ETH is going to be a dynamite short. Ethereum is going to be a dynamite short. So if Ethereum breaks this area right here, about 1900, Ethereum will drop all the way down to 1998, all the way down to 1900, ultimately down to $1,700-ish. You're just waiting for that. You're waiting for Ethereum to come all the way back down to around 1700. What am I talking about? 1700. So in the shorter term here, Bitcoin is obviously probably going to retrace this trend line here. But we did break. MACD is crossing again. You're really just looking for that range. 1 hour is still below the 0 line. And ultimately, that 4-hour is what we're waiting for. So I do want to see, guys, where Bitcoin is bouncing off of. Are we rejecting the daily conversion line is the question. So if I go from right here to right here, I take my long-term channel, my long-term trend. Opalu, I appreciate you. Thank you, fam. Yeah, so we had so really what we did is we came back into the channel. This is exactly what happened, guys, to a T. We came back into the channel, okay? We made everybody become bullish. We didn't even pump to the conversion line. We didn't break the 50 SMA. We broke the uptrend right here. And now it looks like we're about to roll over in a rounded top. This is essentially what this is. It is a rounded top. Right? So that is what that is, around the top. You broke the uptrend. You're ranging. You're ranging. You're ranging. You have a golden cross approaching right here. You're running away from your golden cross. But what's crazy is you came back inside of the channel. So typically when you come back inside of the channel, I am normally I'm not going to say bullish, but I'm normally cautious of shorting. But now you're overbought in the 18 coming down. Daily is almost overbought and Bitcoin's dropping a bit here. 3 days, yeah. Rejecting that weekly, and obviously that weekly is pointing right down. So yeah, this was a short all day, right? Again, you're going to have that recovery pump, but that weekly is pushing down also with the MACD. So in that regard, guys, we're going to go back to our trusty Fibonacci 618. And what is the original target we've been waiting for? We have been waiting for that 56 to 55 support. Not too bad. So it looks, if Bitcoin's going to roll over here and start dropping, we have to get back outside this channel. But first, we're looking at a double bottom around 59. And then after that, we are looking at that 56 to 55.9 support. Olga, good morning. How you doing? Appreciate you for coming on the live. Thank you guys all for being on the live. This is not a planned live. This is not typically a Tokyo live, so I appreciate you guys for being here. So that is what is happening on Bitcoin, guys. See, Bronco, thank you for commenting. Blue collar traders, let's make some money, guys, all right? Okay, we're going to look at Hype for fun. Hype is still on the uptrend. No, it is not. Glasshopper, you read my mind. Is it Wednesday? In Tokyo, it is. In Tokyo, it is definitely Wednesday. Yeah, you know what? We might have a really big drop because tomorrow, New York is going to be Wednesday. And okay, hold on. And then London coming up is going to be Wednesday. Okay, we actually didn't break the uptrend yet, so don't start shorting Hype. Well, you can. Hype broke the conversion line here, so we should drop down to about $26. $26 on Hype. If we break this, guys, Hype will drop pretty much, or should drop all the way back down to about $20 in that region right there. Aave and Stacks, yeah, for sure. Aave and Stacks. Okay, so we're going to set an alert here, guys, for Hype. We'll see what happens here. Let's see if that USD JPY, look at that, guys. Look at that. If you just follow the trend, and I'm showing you guys USD JPY, guys, because look at the 4-hour time frame, okay? If you guys just pay attention to the MACD on a lot of trades, you can win a lot of them. Only on the direction, nothing else. Only on the direction when you get that cross. And I'm also talking about a cross into the zero line. I'm not talking about a cross up here. I'm talking across out of the zero line or into the zero line. But look at USD JPY. We looked at this yesterday, and I said a big drop was coming on USD JPY. I can't even explain if you... Okay, so if you had $100, guys, from this drop, you could have made 10 grand. So if you guys want to start trading currencies, let me know. $100, 10 grand. That would never happen in crypto. That would never, never happen in crypto. All right, Aave. Let's see what Aave is doing over here. Obviously, Aave is nothing special. Aave is dropping on the daily. Aave is dropping on the 18. We can see a little downtrend. This is a really good trade. 12 Supreme, really nice setup here on Aave. Okay, what would you guys like? A 2 to 3 hour Tokyo live, or would you guys like an hour and a half Tokyo live and a London live tonight? I feel like we should do a 2 to 3 hour Tokyo live, not do London, but get it set up for London and look at some good shorts that are coming up. So Aave should, if Aave breaks this area right here, Aave is going to dump quite a bit. So you're looking at Aave breaking around 25.2. If we break 25, what? Aave, stacks. What am I talking about? Sorry, guys, stacks. If you're looking at stacks, breaking this area right here, you're coming down to 22. So this is actually a really, really good setup. Really, really good setup here on stacks approaching. This is a falling wedge, but all I'm really looking for is the break of support. And we know falling wedges don't really play out in this market, right? Tokyo. Okay. What about everybody else on the live, guys? Would you like me to do a second London live, or would you like me to stay live longer during the Tokyo session? Because for me personally, I just like to stay longer during the Tokyo session because we're already live. But I know the London people that are waiting for a live, so we'll see. Okay, so we got an hour left on this 4-hour close, right? We're pushing down. We got our KND. Who's excited for the training on February 21st? By the way, shout out to everybody that emailed me that they wanted coaching, guys. I'm putting together a package for you, kind of showing you what you get with it. And then we'll schedule a Zoom call with the people that are wanting coaching. So coaching is now closed. You can't get coaching with me now. I've got over 10 emails. I'm only wanting to coach 2 people. So what were we doing here? We were looking at the 4. Yeah, so this is what I want to show you guys. Anytime you guys see the 4-hour oversold, okay? Anytime you guys see the 4-hour oversold doesn't necessarily mean it's actually oversold. When you see your blue line pushing down over your orange line, this means that there's a drop coming. When you see your blue line pushing up over your orange line like that, this means a pump is coming. Or maybe not a pump, but definitely some buy momentum, right? All right, so we are retracing this 5-minute here, which is fine. We're probably going to hit 68.8 in that region. We got 49 minutes left on this 49 minutes left of this 4-hour candle, guys. So what time does the training start? I will let everybody know in beastlimitless.com. Okay. I'll let you guys all know what time the training starts, and then we'll get rocking and rolling. Probably the morning and the afternoon. We'll do a split training. We'll do 1 to 2 hours in the morning and 1 to 2 hours in the afternoon. Okay. Okay, let's go look at total 3 and the total crypto market cap, because I do want to see if we rolled over. We did. This is total 3. Yeah, like a pennant, right? Like a bullish pennant in this market, guys. It's very, very bullish. Sorry, in a bullish market. But we pumped, and now we're going sideways. And now it looks like we are about to drop. So total 3 is your altcoins, right? Am I still long? Absolutely not. I'm short. I've been short since earlier today. So if you want to make sure you get my trade setups and stuff like that, beastlimitless.com. You'll be able to get all my trade setups and posts when I'm short, right? So now total 3 is going to roll over and pretty much continue that double top. Which you almost overbought in the daily. You are overbought in the 18. So now it looks like we are just going to continue down further and further. It looks like Wednesday is about to be a real red day for London and possibly definitely New York if I'm looking at it that way. And then what is the total crypto market cap going to do? So, yeah. So remember I told you guys we came back inside of the channel on Bitcoin, and this is what I didn't like. We came back inside of the channel on Bitcoin. We faked out. We didn't come back inside of the macro channel on Ethereum. We didn't come back inside of the macro channel on the total crypto market cap. That is one thing I didn't like about that pump, because that was telling me right there, yes, there was a lot of buy momentum on Bitcoin that spiked price up, but this is the overall total crypto market cap from 2022. Okay. Sure, we broke out. And sure, we're going sideways. However, we never actually came back inside of that channel. The total crypto market cap's looking like it is about to have a really, really big drop to about $2.02 trillion or a lot lower on that time frame. Okay. Now, right here, guys, if I draw my fib, we did hit the 382. Bitcoin, we never did. 56 total, we did. We are also hitting the 200 SMA on the weekly on the total crypto market cap. Now, pay attention to this, guys. And I feel like I'm short. Okay, there we go. Pay attention to this, guys. If we break the 200 SMA on the total crypto market cap, you don't need to pay attention to Bitcoin. You don't need to pay attention to Ethereum, and you sure as heck don't need to pay attention to your favorite altcoin. This is 22. This is 26. This is the pinnacle of the pinnacle. If we end up breaking this, we're coming all the way down to $1.27 trillion. That is very important, because that means $1 trillion plus is going to be wiped out of the whole crypto market. Okay. Make sure you guys are putting this in your watch list. Total crypto market cap, total 3, right? All right. Bitcoin's dropping. Let's go. People can't hear me when I'm saying to get into a short. Okay, perfect. So we're rocking and rolling there. We're going to go look at USDT Tether DOM. Solana short printing, bro. Thank you. Let's go. If you guys are making money, I want to see the money symbol in the comment section below. Don't let me down, everybody. Come on. We'll look at some Tether DOM here. All right, Tether DOM is oversold on the 18-hour. That is not good. You can see Tether DOM moving up on the weekly. Honestly, it kind of worked out. I missed the New York live this morning, guys, because I ended up making up for it on Tokyo. Everything happens for a reason, right? So if we are looking at the fib here, right, we're about to, so you're looking at 9%, then you're looking at 12%, and then you are looking at 16%. Guys, make sure you are subscribed to beastlimitless.com. My Bitcoin video is coming out tonight, by the way. My Bitcoin price update for February on BeastX Bitcoin and Beast Bitcoin, or I mean Beast Limitless Trading. I postponed it because I wanted to see the drop. I'm trying to not put out content that is clickbait, but it looks like we are playing it out. So watch out for that on the channel tonight. Yeah, Tether Dom's looking pretty bad. Pretty bad for going up, I mean. Cuban, what is up? Thank you. BTC short, let's go. Shout to all the new people live. Look at that tweezer reversal about to happen on the 3-day time frame. There's your body close to your wick. I would have been so mad if I finished the live, was smiling from ear to ear, because I did high leverage, guys. Like if you're looking at lot size, I did high leverage. And then all of a sudden, I only made 40 bucks or 400, whatever it is. But I'll show you guys the trade I'm in. On my funded account. I like to show everybody my trades. I don't know if you guys like seeing my trades, but I like to show them. Kind of, you know, puts my money where my mouth is, essentially. Anybody can say they're in a trade. But I'm showing you guys my funded account. So I'm on very, very high leverage for a funded account. But essentially, if you guys go right here, you guys can see, yeah, there you go. So lot size is 1 for those of you that don't know about lot size. And keep in mind, guys, I was originally in this trade at 69.2, but I had to re-enter. Holy, Bitcoin's coming down. I had to re-enter. So ultimately, this should have been $1,200. Okay, so this should have been wait. Hold on, no, not 1,200. What am I talking about? 7, 8, 9, 600. This should have been around 700. Okay, but that's my lot size. But my original entry was all the way up top. So now we have got Bitcoin coming down to the bottom of the channel. I want to see if my give me a minute, guys. Smash that like button. Are you shorting this? All right. Had to give my siren call out to my business partner to short. He's always in the kitchen making food. So, and you guys, if you don't know my business partner, you'll meet him on the training. He taught me everything I know about crypto and trading for the last 10 years. Awesome. So we're almost up $1,000 right now. I can't wait to show you guys how to do funded accounts. In my personal opinion, exchanges aren't really the way to go, but exchanges are cool too. Well, you could get funded accounts on exchanges, but I really like MetaTrader. And the reason is because you're using pips and lot sizes, which is a lot different. Okay, shout out to everybody on the live, guys. We're just getting this live started. So make sure you get a beer, some water, something, sit back and make some money, all right? Always set your stop losses in profit, guys. I could be telling you guys Bitcoin comes all the way down to here, but it doesn't really matter. But I will say this. We are in a downtrend. So look at that rising wedge playing out, a 5-minute rising wedge, right? We are in a downtrend, guys. So essentially, 66 could be the bottom, but I would say we're going a lot lower. Wesley Painter, let's go. Look at that 18-hour. That's brutal. That 18 hours, the Grim Reaper staring you right in the face. And you guys know all about my Grim Reaper, right? Okay, someone said they're making money off of Solana. Shout to everybody on the live, guys. Hit that like button. Run up the live button, the like button, guys. All right. Look, Solana. Solana. Get that rounded top. Oh, this is. What I find absolutely crazy is look at this. Inverse head and shoulder, bullish pennant, break of trend, rounded top. So we could see Solana go to about $58. Is that FUD or is that clickbait? What do you guys think? Solana is actually a really, really good setup here because Solana, Bitcoin did. So this means Solana's playing the channel. This could roll over to about $57 to $56, guys. Absolutely crazy. Take profit on my Bitcoin short. Will probably be we have a little bit of a double bottom here. Probably, again, I have to focus on a consistency rule. So I'm probably looking about 66-ish. That would give me about $3,000 in profit, $1,500. Do have a little bit of a double bottom here, but initially, you know, we're going down. 66 would be my rough take profit. If I'm trading on MEXC, I'm letting it ride, but I'm focusing only on funded accounts right now. But again, I'm not convinced until we have a full cross on our MACD. Like this is a cross. Now you're separating on your K and D. Now you are separating on your K and D, guys. But I just don't trust the 4 hour until we get a second initial red candle. Let's check out Kite. Oh, look at this. Kite faked out. Kite faked out. Again, guys, set your stop losses and profit. Always don't be greedy. I can't always look at the trade setups when I'm on the live. Kite did break out in a double top format. Kite is lining up for a really good short here. Because you broke the uptrend already. The 4 hour broke the uptrend. It did fake out here again on Kite, but possibly if this breaks this wick right here, Kite is a good short. Low leverage, of course. Low leverage, of course. Bearish divergence. See, the 4 hour never crossed down on Kite yet, but this could be a dynamite short. Dynamite short. You're looking at a 200 SMA death cross. Shout out to all the new people on the live, guys. I appreciate you guys for joining. APG 37, thank you for coming on the live. No, you're not late. There was no Tokyo live scheduled for tonight. I'm here because we're here. All right. Hope it breaks to enter on the confirmation. If you're trying to chase a Bitcoin short at the moment, I would be waiting till it breaks this support at this point in time. Because obviously it's going to have a double bottom right here. But you're really just waiting for this 1 hour to finish, and then you're waiting for the 4 hour. Which essentially that price level would be 67.9. Which would be this area right. Yeah. So if you break 67.8, then I would chase the short. You're kind of getting that break of structure. Break of structure, change of character on the 1 minute. That would have been the short. That's pretty much where we took the short. GP, how you doing tonight? How about Prove? Prove. Okay, so everyone is okay with me doing a Tokyo live longer and no London live. So we broke the trend here on Prove. $18 hours coming down. Are you looking for a short or a long? Because yes, there's a triple bottom, rounded bottom, but you already broke the trend. So because you broke the trend, I would say we are going to drop all the way back down to here. Craig, how you doing? Danny, thank you for commenting. Yeah, so if we break this area right here, 31, I'd be shorting this all the way down. I'd be looking for a short. It is a lower cap, but if it breaks 31.4, it's coming all the way down to 28. You got your change of character. Not too bad, not too bad. Craig, I'm feeling all right. I was not feeling good this morning. My stomach was killing me. But I'm definitely feeling not too shabby right now. Not too bad. Yeah, so Bitcoin's really ranging, guys. Like I want to see how that 4-hour closes, right? You got to keep in mind we're in an accumulation session too. So even though we're dropping, Tokyo is going to accumulate, drop a bit, accumulate, drop a bit, accumulate, drop a bit. London is probably going to distribute, and New York is probably going to manipulate and distribute, is what I'm kind of looking at. So don't expect a real big drop or a real big pump when Tokyo accumulates. Yes, you're going to have the direction go down or up, but it is what it is. We just got to be patient. It's how you make money in this market, being patient. "27 minutes left on this candle, guys." Moises, how you doing? Hope you're doing all right. Oh, look at River. River is doing a bit of a fake out here. I'm trying to find the golden short opportunity on River here. It looks like River could kind of range sideways in this pennant, bearish pennant, and then drop. So I would definitely be looking for a short on River, providing it doesn't break out, but that 4 hours very, very overbought. I don't like the daily. However, even if this is a loss, I would only be shorting it right here. Wherever that top is. Hopefully it drops. William Curry, how you doing? Thank you for commenting on the channel, fam. Silver XAG. Yeah, I would only be looking for the top and the bottoms on River, but the short will be monumental when it does drop. Guys, we're almost hitting 70 viewers a night now. You guys are crushing it, even on a non-scheduled live. That is unreal to me. You guys rock. I really appreciate you guys. Okay, Bitcoin. What is the low cap that drops very, very hard when BTC dumps? Besides Aave. Aave is going to be a dynamite short. GP, you want me to look at fight? Okay. "12 Supreme above my stomach issue. Have I tried consuming probiotics yogurt? I don't eat much yogurt, but I might try it." William Curry, nice seeing you back on here. I appreciate you. Hobby Horizons appeared in the homepage. Wow. I'm honored. Thank you for coming on the live. Welcome to the fam. Subscribe. You're going to love it here. Make a lot of money. Non-financial advice. Ask everybody else. Fight, hey? So what is fight? Is this an influencer's coin? Yes, Angela, Pepe, you're correct. So fight is gliding an uptrend here. There actually may be a pretty good pump on fight. Now, it's really tough for me to recommend longing the market. Fast Easy, how you doing? But so Fight has some bearish dive. I could potentially see Fight pumping all the way up to here, which is 0.01. And if I look at Fight, we broke out. No, we didn't break. Yeah, so Fight, here's the resistance on Fight. You could pump to about 0.01. Not too bad. .01 on Fight is what I'd be looking for. And honestly, if it breaks this channel, then it will drop, essentially. So that's kind of what I'd be looking for in Fight. Pepe, Aster, for sure. Athena too, right? Athena usually drops pretty hard with the market. The problem is a lot of altcoins dropped a lot. Wayne Rossi, how you doing? What is my BTC outlook? Bearish downtrend continuation. 66K in the shorter term. We're going to range drop into Asia. Longer term 56. I'm waiting for a confirmation on my 4-hour MACD of continuation down. Yeah, so Pepe is in a nice little downtrend here, not really moving because, like I said, a lot of altcoins dropped a lot. But we're looking at about 0.03-ish in that region. See, the problem is a lot of altcoins are flat, guys, even though Bitcoin's dropping. So the projects that you want to look at is you want to look at Bitcoin, you want to look at XRP, the big money assets. There will be a big drop in the market on altcoins. But you do want to look at the big money assets. I think XRP is about to roll over here for sure. I know a lot of people were bullish on XRP bouncing off that higher low. I was not one of them. Very, very cautious. XRP's been in this downtrend here. All right, how much more room do we have on the 5-minute for Bitcoin to drop? I mean, go up. Okay, so we have a bit of room. 5 minutes still moving up. You have some resistance right here. This should be where Bitcoin rolls over, about 68.3 to about 68.4. That 5 minutes is going to finish coming up here. Little prayer for all the moms out there. Mini Moog, I appreciate you. Yes. Yes. Prayer for all the moms out there. Tim, I just seen your text. Power. Let's take a look at Power USDT here. Holy, Power's running. Again, guys, it's really tough for me to say long a coin pumping in the market. Personally, I'm only looking to really short. Like even yesterday, I didn't really do anything. I didn't get anywhere on my long because we've been in a downtrend. But Power did hit the top of resistance. Power has some bearish divergence. Four hours dropping a bit here on Power. I mean, 4 hours going up. Well, no, the 4 hours pushing down. So this should be the top on power. It should be. Should be the top on power, guys. You're looking at 40 cents. With the 4-hour dropping, that would be a good short. It should drop back down to about 28-ish in that region. I don't know. It does have some pretty good bullish or bearish divergence. All right, Bitcoin, what are you doing? You're coming up on the 5-minute here. You're breaking out on the shorter term. Where are you? Off that double bottom. So yeah, you're moving up a bit here on Bitcoin, but initially you're still dropping on the MACD. As long as we are still in this downtrend, I'm not getting out of my short. I'm going to hold my short. Mitch, do I invest in stocks ever? No. Well, yes, but no, I'm really good with stocks. I do day trading. I don't invest in anything. I don't hold nothing. I don't believe in holding anything. I usually take my profit the night before or the day before. Unless I have a stop loss. Huge wall at 67.9 below for sure. For sure. If we look at our liquidity gaps here on Bitcoin, you can see right here we have more buys than sells at 67.855. But I'm telling you guys right now, it's probably not going to hold. Holding all of my shorts. I'm not getting get out of my shorts at all. As long as we're in the downtrend. If we break the downtrend, that's a whole nother story, right? I think we looked at XAU in the beginning of the live, but someone asked me to look at it again. So gold broke here. And now it's kind of faking out. And someone asked me to look at silver too, I believe. We'll have to see what gold does because typically this should be a drop. At least back down to about here. I'm going to set an alert on gold. And then same with silver. Same with silver, guys. So silver. Silver did break out. Silver's looking a lot more bullish than gold. But it hasn't broken the conversion line here. So that bullish dive on silver is looking pretty good, but we've got resistance right here. And we're really waiting for silver to break this conversion line and then push up. Trench Juice, how you doing? Thank you for coming on the live. So I would set an alert here, silver, about $94. Five-minute is almost overbought here on Bitcoin. We're kind of just waiting for this 4-hour close on BTC. Look at BNB rolling over here. BNB is doing what Solana's doing, hitting the downtrend. It looks like BNB's, yeah, a lot of altcoins are just about to tower over on this rounded top. I could see BNB coming all the way down to 400 or lower. Downtrend from January 26th or January 29th. And yeah, I see BNB coming a lot lower. So if we're looking at the 3-day, guys, BNB is a really, really good trade to play. BNB will drop a lot with Bitcoin. So BNB hit the 3A2. Now you're looking at BNB coming down to the 618 if you're looking at the retrace, which is about 386. That will be your next major target on Binance Coin. And Binance Coin is looking very, very bearish. If we end up breaking this 300 SMA on the weekly, just like we broke on Toll 3 or about to break, BNB is going to dump a lot. So you break this area here about 600, you're looking at about 450 or lower on BNB. Bolin, thank you for coming on the live and commenting. I appreciate you. Sky, SKY. Is Sky a stock or a crypto? Oh yeah, Sky. I remember Sky. Sky was pumping. So Sky potentially did break out. Targets for Solana, $60 or lower. Yeah, so if you guys are just tuning in, I'm holding my short. There's no reason to get out of it. I'm in a downtrend. I am going to let it play out. So I could potentially see Sky coming up to around 7.9. It is in an uptrend. It did kind of break out. But Sky's a risky one for sure because, again, any coin when the market's dumping, guys, it doesn't matter if it's going against Bitcoin. It is still bearish, even if it's pumping a lot. It might be going against Bitcoin for a couple of days, but typically in a downtrend market, you want to look for downtrend coins. Vivian, how you doing? Can we look at some Ethereum? For sure. So Ethereum, we're kind of looking at a target. Well, not kind of. We are looking for a target on Ethereum all the way back down to about 1,700. But essentially, if I'm looking at ETH, I'm really looking at ETH coming back down to about 1,400. And then ultimately a lot lower. So here's the retrace on Ethereum. So we already broke the 618 if we're looking for the retrace, which hit the 786. So yeah, you're looking at targets of 1,400 on ETH and 950 to 1,000. ETH is a lot more bearish than anything else. Bitcoin hasn't even hit the 618. Total 3 hasn't hit the 618. Maybe it did. I'm not sure. I have to double check. The total crypto market cap has not hit the 618. But in the shorter term, definitely about 1,900. Like really, really short term, kind of this fair value gap right here. If you're looking at longer term, you're looking at $1,000 to around, 1,400. All right, guys, hit that like button. Let's make some money. I might get into a Solana short. As long as Solana's in this downtrend channel, it's a good short. That is going to completely roll over. There we go. So we're getting the rejection here now at my resistance. Where did this reject? Well, okay. So it faked out, really. So there's your new resistance. Everybody gets scared when they see candle momentum or pump momentum. I don't get scared of that. There is no point, right? If something's pumping like crazy and I follow my TA, I don't usually trust it. Yeah. And if we're in a bullish trend and something is dumping like crazy and I'm in a long, I don't typically trust it. Candle momentum is very, very deceiving, guys. Very deceiving. Let's take a look at what MicroStrategy is doing here. Dropping, I assume. I don't know. Oh yeah, MicroStrategy just became very, very bearish. MSTR, guys, look at this. Boom, all the way down here. $54 incoming on MicroStrategy. We actually broke the weekly 200 SMA. Probably a lot lower, probably all the way back to about $20, but I'm not going to. And then just for fun, what is the NDX doing? Man, this will not break. Now it's in a pennant, but a pennant's bearish if you're... Can we check Aster? For sure. Broke out. I wouldn't trust it, though. Or actually, hold on. No, it didn't. It did not break out. Kind of is breaking out. It's a tough one. I probably really wouldn't trade Aster at the moment. Like, okay, it did break out for sure, but you're overbought on the 4-hour time frame. You are also very overbought on the 1-hour time frame. By overbought, I mean it touched the top of the RSI already. But you do have bullish divergence on higher time frames. Aster is definitely a wild card for me at the moment. Brad, how you doing? Thank you for coming on the live. I appreciate your support. Nice seeing you on here. Meg 7. What is Meg 7? Meg 7 is leverage shares. Am I right? I have no idea what Meg 7 is. Is this what you're trying to look at? Leverage shares? Magnificent. Man, I didn't even try to. How do you do? Okay. Well, if this is what you're trying to look at, I broke the uptrend, rolling over. Inverse head and shoulder possibly at around $15. It's just the top 7 stocks on the NASDAQ. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't looked at this before. I haven't even heard of this before. Okay, there you go. So you've kind of got a head and shoulder. You broke the trend. Broke the trend here. Broke the trend here. You're ranging. Also got a little bit of a downtrend here. So if you're looking at the top 7, possibility we pump here, fake out, bearish divergence, and roll over. Are there any CME gaps on Bitcoin right now? Okay. So we got a CME gap right here. $78. So possibly we drop, we double bottom. And then we continue. That could be a possibility. Although we're below the 800 SMA, so we are in a bearish market. Wordhog, how you doing? Thank you for commenting. What is my take profit on my Bitcoin short? About 66.4. But hold on, before I say that, I want to look at the, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, money. Wash your hands clean, baby. We about to print on this short. So pretty much here, guys, you can see what I'm looking at. We're dropping. We're absolutely dropping on the 4 hour. This isn't even. This is just a straight push down. And then your 4 hours dropping again here with a second red bar. If you're longing coins that are following Bitcoin, you're playing with fire. Let's just say put a stop loss in profit. Yes, I get there's a double bottom. And sure, we could play out the double bottom a bit. We might come all the way up to 68.5. We might even retrace 68.8. But initially, you could see that we're overbought. You can also see right here a MACD's into the 0 line. You can also see right here that 4 hour. So line up your shorts, guys. Non-financial advice. Line up your shorts because there is about to be red. I know on my thumbnail I put green. Come on, this is a good thumbnail. On my thumbnail I put green, but the reason I put green is because there's huge profits coming, right? Now, that being said, I am not numb to the fact that we're in accumulation. So we are in an accumulation session for Asia, which means, yes, we will essentially drop, but we're going to accumulate in this area until London. We might accumulate a bit, couple of hours before London drop, accumulate a bit, couple of hours before London drop. All right. But if you know the direction of the market and where we are going, you are going to make a lot of money. Okay. If I just listen to myself and don't go against a trend, I will make $1 million in the next 4 months. Like, it's so tough for me not to trade. Does anybody have this problem? Don't trade the pump, wait for the retrace, trade the drop. That's it. Like, I just mess around and I trade when I shouldn't. And it's honestly because I'm bored. That's really it. All right, who's excited to play poker this weekend, guys? We're going to have a poker game for sure this weekend. So a lot of people are trying to figure out where to trade Solana. Here in this region. If it breaks here, guys, you get out. Like, it could break. But the 4 hours trying to drop. I don't know. Altcoins are tricky. Altcoins are tricky. Even though Solana is a large cap. I've traded 15 hours per day for years. Yeah, I'm done with that. I'm trying to trade one time per day or once every 2 days because I notice the bigger profit is when you wait for the bigger setups, especially when you're trading on MetaTrader. Remember, guys, I told you can make off of $100, $10,000, right? Okay, so yeah, all we're really going to do is range into London, possibly fake out on this double bottom. But we do know the initial direction. 1 hour is pushing down. 4 hour is pushing down. 18 hour is overbought. So what do I like to trade to pass my valuation? Gold and Bitcoin. Does anyone trade currencies on this live, guys? USD JPY, USD CAD. Because I'm telling you guys, we're getting into the part of a bear market where you guys are going to need to learn to trade on MetaTrader. Did hype break yet? Nope. Hype did not break yet. Okay, guys, hit that like button. I'm going to go fill up some more water. We're not going anywhere. I told you guys we're doing a longer live because I'm not doing the London live. Smash up that like, share it on X. I'll be right back. All right, guys, we're back. Thank you all for holding on the live there. ETH is going to lose its support. Great opportunity. Yes, ETH is about to lose support. About to. Again, if you guys are trading right now, keep in mind following AMD, we're in accumulation right now, right? So we might bounce up and down here a bit, but yep, ETH is about to become a really, really good short. 12 Supreme took another short, sold 83.65. Nice. Let's do it. Let's run up the live, guys. Hit that like button. Let's get everybody who is looking at stocks, crypto, and trading to come on this live. Moises, have a great night. Okay, so you can kind of see the 5 minutes almost overbought. We are dropping a bit. Once we break this support, guys, we drop. Running a short grid bot on Pippin. I forgot about Pippin. Wow, Pippin does not stop. Or it did drop a bit, but Hobby Horizons, I'm in too short position in internet computer. Great trade to short. Let me actually look at ICB. So the short should be around 48 on Pippin. That would have been a real nice rounded bottom to get into, but it's just, I'm not going to look for longs in this market. So this should be the short on Pippin. If it breaks out of here, it's going to fly. You're looking at that price level about 47.8. Let's take a look at Internet Computer, ICP. If you guys are new to the channel, I know a lot of people are new today. Guys, beastlimitless.com, go join it. I don't want money from you. It's completely free. Here's the pack chat. Here's the community. Go post some of your charts. Shout out to all the people that are posting charts in our community. And we got Beast Poker coming up where we're going to be doing poker together. So let's go, Bitcoin. ICP at 237 is crazy. So yeah, ICP is going to come down a lot here too. ICP, you know what would be a good short too? Near. Let's check out near. So yeah, if ICP should drop down to about 227. I could definitely see ICP rolling over to. If I was on MEXC, would I add a BTC short position and increase leverage? Yes, I would. What leverage are you at? Non-financial advice, of course. So you're looking at ICP double bottoming here around 152. But essentially ICP could come down to $1 or lower. TNT Media, thank you for commenting on the live. I appreciate you. US dollar testing support. US dollar currency index. See what we're doing here. So the US dollar currency index for the trading volume should come down to about 91. The actual USD is dumping pretty hard. But yeah, if we go back to DXY, if you're looking at the monthly, actually the yearly, looks like there's about to be a big drop on the US dollar. You got an 800 SMA. 800 SMA death cross. We have not seen. Okay, this is pretty crazy. Shout out to TNT. We have not seen the US dollar below the 800 SMAs since 2015, 2014. That is pretty insane. We've been above on the US dollar since 2015. If we become below this, just kind of letting you guys, from 2003 all the way to about 2014, we were, how do I put this? Recession, bearish on the US dollar. Some crazy things are going to happen this year, guys, in the next 3-4 months. Crazy, crazy stuff. All right, Bitcoin's trying. Bitcoin is definitely trying here. Here's the hack I use. I set up sub accounts on cross margin enter trades on low leverage. Then on cross, you can slide the leverage to the max. Awesome, Trench Juice. Appreciate you. Wow, near is 98 cents. I can't. Near is going to come all the way down to 51 or lower. Altcoins are dumping. Complete reset in the market. Yeah, you're looking at about 55 cents on here and ultimately about 26. If I said this 5 months ago, people would be saying I am fudding crypto. Where are we at right now on Bitcoin? So if we look at Bitcoin here, we take our retrace fib for the monthly. We've got our 50 SMA. Actually, so okay, so we're pretty much bouncing off that monthly 382 if you're looking at the spot chart. We break off of this, you're looking at about 618, about 35K after that. But we didn't hit 56. Oh, the spot chart is different. We hit 57 on spot. Okay, so the 382 was actually hit on spot, which is about 57. And the next target now is all the way down here. There will be support in this area, right? At about 44, but those are your next targets on Bitcoin, guys. If we break 57 on or 59, 57 area, these are your next 3 targets. But if you're looking at Bitcoin on perpetual, that's weird. We didn't. If you're looking at perpetual, we actually never hit the 382. That makes sense why Bitcoin bounced, because we hit the 382 on the spot chart. Maybe when I'm looking at these, I'm going to have to look at spot. But nonetheless, if we break this area right here, we still come down. So it doesn't really. When I'm looking at when you're looking at setups, guys, and doing your TA, Only use Bitstamp for Bitcoin. Because that could have messed up with a lot of... Or not Bitstamp, but Binance, Bitstamp, whatever, a spot chart. That could have messed up with a lot of stuff. So if you're looking at the monthly, you are completely dropping on the monthly. You are below the 50 on the monthly. Here. And then if you're looking at spot, do I prefer near or render? For a short, probably near. You're dropping on the 50 on the monthly too on Bitcoin. That is crazy. Yeah, this is about to really drop. We are about to have a very, very big drop in Bitcoin. After really analyzing this a bit more, I didn't even know we hit the 382. It looked like we bounced close to the 382, but we never hit it. Oh, we hit it. We hit it on spot. So if we hit on spot, you're looking at 44K and 33K as your next targets on Bitcoin if you break that actual wick. For now, we're looking at a double bottom, okay? So for now, look at Bitcoin double bottoming around that 59.9 to around 60K region, okay? In the shorter term, though, guys, you're looking at Bitcoin hitting about 67K, 66-ish, but really you're looking at about 64. And I think that was mentioned on the live. Right? So you're looking at about that 65 to 64.9 target. You're breaking the structure right here. There was a lot of buys in this area right here. You're breaking it. Here is your next major area you're going to fall down to, okay? Which is ultimately about 65.2-ish. Who's making money on this live, guys? Let's go. Smash that like button. We're up about a grand. And we've got 3 more hours left on this dump. ETH broke support. Bitcoin broke support, kind of. ETH kind of broke support. Again, guys, keep in mind, Asia, accumulation, right? So, yes, we are going to drop, but we're going to range a bit, drop a bit, range a bit, drop a bit. Welcome to the madhouse of cryptocurrency. We literally got live at the perfect time tonight. I was not going to do a live tonight, guys. I was only going to do the London session, but I'm like, you know what? Let's do it. Let's do it. Order 100 nuggets. I would. Once my stomach gets better, I'll do a chicken nugget live. Eat as many. Maybe not 100, but it's a 21-hour looking like. EK, yes, I did look at power. Yeah, no, everything's coming down. So you're looking like you're looking at a range on Bitcoin, drop, range, drop. Same with Ethereum. And if you guys are not following me on X, guys, go follow me. I need to be posting more. I need a social media manager. Holy man. I really need a social media. If you guys want to do social media for me, I just forget all the time. I don't even like social media. Like YouTube is great, Twitch is great, but Instagram and Facebook and all this jazz, I don't use it. It looks fake. Remember, guys, remember I posted this back at 83K on X.com. 83K, 57K Bitcoin price target, bounce off the 382. And if you go to Bitstamp on Bitcoin, we perfectly bounced off the 382 at 57. And I didn't even look at, well, that would be the 382 perfectly, 57. So if you guys are not following me, Beast X Bitcoin, guys, go follow me on X. I'll share my wins, but London Bridge is essentially coming down, not London. Pretty much got a drop for the next 3 hours here in the market. 3 hours and 31 minutes. All right, guys, so we're going to end the live there. We're almost at 2 hours and 30 minutes. I just wanted to make sure we were going to get the drop. Again, we are in the accumulation session on Asia. I want everybody to go into beastlimitless.com, guys, and post your wins. The win section of all your trades. It helps me. It motivates me. All right. This is up a lot more now. It was at 271. Now it's at 1,000. And I will be live for New York tomorrow. I will 100% be live for New York tomorrow. But look at this. We are printing. Wednesday in New York's probably going to be a red day. Here, I'll show you guys the new trade just so you can stay up to date here. Hobby Horizons, I appreciate you. Thank you and welcome to the fam. So there we go. We go. Shout out to Wakeboard Wildman winning. Great. There you go. So the trade is up to 1,000. Again, my lot size is 1 on my funded account, right? So I'm not going to do London, guys. I'm going to post an announcement. We had a collective chat on the live that I don't have to do London. It just is a lot doing another live in 2 hours. Unless Bitcoin is breaking 57K, I'm not going to do London. If we break 57K, well, obviously I'm going to do live. But yeah, post your wins. And again, guys, keep in mind, we are accumulating. So don't freak out if you see green momentum. We drop, we pump, we drop, we pump, we drop. But initially the trend is down, which means that Direction should continue into London and New York. Following AMD, accumulation, manipulation, distribution, right? All right, guys, we'll see you on the live tomorrow. New York, 9 a.m.-ish. Poster wins. Appreciate you guys all for coming on. I would even be looking at taking profit probably around here. We might break it, but don't be greedy. If we break that wick, okay, Tim, no problem. Shout out to all the new people on the live. I appreciate you guys. This is easily the best trading community in cryptocurrency or trading in general. I can promise you that. Okay, have a great night, guys. Take care. Set your stop losses and profit. Protect your capital.